guys, and welcome to Book and Loop, where happiness is handmade and the best boyfriends are always found in books. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys just a couple of my all-time favorite crochet projects that I have made. So I've been crocheting for a little bit short of 2 years now, and over those 2 years I have made a ton of really great fun projects. And unfortunately, some of those projects have now gone off to their new homes, whether that be ones I've sold at craft fairs, ones I've made for gifts as people, or ones that have kind of just, been adopted by some of my family members that have really liked them. I kind of collected a couple of my all-time favorite projects that I've made for myself, or ones that I still have in my house currently. So we have quite a bit to get through, so without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to tell you guys where exactly I got the patterns for each of these projects. Some of them I find for free on Instagram, some of them I've purchased through Etsy, some of them I just follow off of YouTube, so I've gotten a lot of different patterns, a lot of different ways, so I'm going to do my best to tell you guys exactly where each pattern comes from, so that hopefully you guys can make them too. So, like I said, we're gonna get started. So the first project that I have for you today is more so an honorable mention. It is one of my favorites, but it's definitely not one that I use all the time, and that is my super nifty Floppy Sun Hat. I can't remember exactly what pattern I used to make this hat. I know I did change it quite a bit from the original pattern. It's super cute, super comfortable, super floppy. I've worn it a couple of times on some trips where I have gone in the pool or to the beach or anything like that. It's definitely become super floppy from how it originally was when I first made it. It's kind of like a bucket hat kind of style sun hat. It was super fun to make. I made it out of, I don't know if you could tell from the video, but it's kind of made out of this very raffia type material, which makes it perfect for being out in the sun. It's super lightweight. These holes are great for airing out your head during these summer months if you're a super sweaty person like I am. I love wearing this hat, especially if I know I'm going in the pool. Last year I went to Disney and I wound up taking this hat and wearing it a ton while we were down at the pool. Like I said, it kind of lost a lot of its shape, which is why it's kind of just an honorable mention and not exactly one of my favorite projects. It definitely was one of my favorite projects when I originally made it, but after getting wet a couple times, now it's kind of a little too big on me, a little too floppy. That's my honorable mention for this video. So most of my projects are stuffed animal little projects, so I'm just gonna do my next attire clothing project, and then I'll jump into the stuff projects. So my next project that I have is actually the Crop or Not Cardi by MJ's Off the Hook Designs, and I'll put a link to her video up above so that you guys can check it out, because this is absolutely one of my favorite projects that I've ever made. I wound up making, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it's this super cute crop cardigan, and I wound up making a whole set for my family for Christmas this year. And it's just super comfy and cozy, and I've worn it to work, and it's perfect for winter month. So I made mine for me and for my family out of a fleece yarn. So it's a super thick yarn that made for this super thick cardigan. And it's just so comfy and warm, and I absolutely love it. And I wound up making it in a couple different colors. So this was the Bernat Forever Fleece yarn. So I made mine in this super cute periwinkle blue color. I made one for my older sister in a sage green. My sister, my grandma, and my mom, I made I think it's called balsamic. It's a very dark brown color. And I also bought extra skeins of the balsamic to make a dark brown for myself because I like brown. So this is the super cute, like I said, super comfy Crop or Not Cardi by MJ's Off the Hook Designs, and it's super cozy, super comfortable, really easy to make. It worked up really super fast. I was really pleased with how it came out. The sizing was pretty accurate, even though I used a way thicker yarn. I kind of like my sweaters to be a little bigger and cozier, so I wound up following the size large, and you can see it's like roomy and has a lot of room to kind of like be cozy and snuggled up. And like I said, I love wearing this during like the winter months and like snuggling up with a book and just like relaxing with a little hot chocolate, and like it's super comfy, super cute. Like I said, I've worn it to work even, and like got so many compliments on it. People couldn't believe that I made it myself by hand. I was so flattered by that. But yeah, definitely like I said, super cute cardigan. So you should definitely go check out MJ Off the Hook Designs. I usually use a lot of her patterns. While we're on the topic of it, actually, I had another project that I made of hers that I wanted to include in this video, but I could not find where I placed it. I think I packed it away with my winter clothes is the problem. So I will insert a picture because I have a really nice picture that I had taken for a presentation I was giving at work one day, when I was teaching crochet to the teenagers. And it's this very super cute buffalo check winter pom-pom hat. It just is like, it's so cute. I literally love it. The pattern, again, super easy to follow. A lot of her patterns are super easy to follow, and that's what I think makes it like so worth it to look into her designs. Just because it's like they're so like literally so easy to follow, and they make it so nice. She makes it so nice, so simple, so straightforward, and she has such a wide range of sizes within her patterns as well. I'm pretty sure it ranges from an extra small to a 4 or a 5X. So it's like a wide range of sizes too that you're getting when you're buying the patterns. So it's like super super worth it. Literally so in love with these patterns and so in love with everything that she does. I think she has it labeled as like a plaid toque hat. I made mine black and gray and white because I like buffalo check, so I have my little like buffalo check hat that I love. So those are two MJ Off the Hooks designs. So the other piece that I have is actually this super cute bandana that I made. I have worn it on this channel previously. I am absolutely so in love with it. I know my family likes to make fun of me when I wear it because they say I look like I should be in the olden times churning butter, but I'm absolutely so in love with this bandana. It's literally so comfortable. I made it using Bambootiful in linen from Hobby Lobby, which is one of my all-time favorite yarns to make any type of like headwear out of. I've used the linen, I've used the rose, I've used a ton of their colors to make all different like bandanas and headbands and like all different stuff like that. I've even made little bandanas for my dogs and everything too out of it. It's just super light and super comfortable, like a super thin yarn, and I just adore this pattern. So I actually got this pattern off of YouTube from the Bernaticality, I hope I'm saying that right, channel. I just was, when I first started crocheting, literally when I first started crocheting, this is probably one of the first pieces that I made. I just found the pattern to be super easy to follow, super cute. She gives it to you in two different ways, like two different color options that you can use to do it. And I just think it comes out so cute. And who doesn't want a cute little bandana to look like very cottagecore and cute? So this is the super cute bandana that I made, and I literally wear it probably like once a week because I just love it that much. So yes, so that is actually the last of my crochet like wearables that are in like my top favorites. So next we're jumping into like crochet amigurumi, crochet stuffed animals. I love making little stuffed animals. I think they're so cute and they make me smile, and when I have them at the craft fairs they make other people smile, and I just like, I'm super in love with making like little stuffed animals. So I'll start with one of the first ones I made, which is this super super cute little bunny. I like to make, when I'm making my amigurumi, I like to make them out of the velvet, like the Bernat velvet. You can also get velvet at Dollar Tree as well, and it works just as well. But this super cute little bunny, literally so in love with it. I wound up showing it to some other members of my family and they totally fell in love with it too. It's just so cute. I love the little long ears. So I wound up getting this pattern off of Etsy from the shop Cute Bunny Co. And I'll put the link to their shop down in the description. They have literally the cutest amigurumi patterns on there. Literally just like so super in love with them. I think that this bunny is like out of this world, so super cute. And like I said, the rest of my family kind of like saw it, and then they were all demanding that I make it for them as well, which I happily did because it was literally so much fun to make as well. So you can see it's super cute. It's got these cute long ears, and since it's made out of the velvet, the ears are kind of like thick and heavy, so they do like kind of pull down the head a little bit. Since this is one of the first stuffed animals I made, I'm not like, I didn't really sew the head on too great. It kind of like flops forward. I don't think I stuffed it quite enough. But even so, it's like so super cute and super soft, and I love to hold it. And I think that it definitely is one of my all-time favorite projects that I have made. And I find that when I teach my crochet classes as well at the library, I bring in stuff that I've made in order to like show the teens like, oh, like when you get like more comfortable crocheting, like these are things you could do too. This is always like a super popular one that people are like, when can I make that? And I say, just gotta get comfortable with the stitches and then you could make it. So yeah, it has a super cute tail on the back, and it's just super cute and cuddly, and I just love it. It's one of my favorites. So sticking with these super cute and cuddly amigurumis, the next one that I have to show you guys is actually one that I made very recently, because I'll jump around a little bit. One that I made like pretty recently is this cute little cow by Teresa's Crochet Shop, and he just is the most adorable thing. Everybody in my family loves him. My grandma is obsessed. Every time I see her, she goes, when are you gonna make me one of those? He's just so super cute and super small and fluffy. And again, I made him. The only thing I don't love is that I did use the velvet for him. And the velvet that I had left wasn't like great. I do find you kind of have to like dig through the velvet sometimes, because sometimes it does get like almost like a little shredded almost, if that makes sense, where it's like still velvety and still like soft to the touch, but the yarn just doesn't have that same like fluffy quality. Like you could see like how fluffy and soft this yarn is, and then compared to this one's kind of just like a little not as fluffy and soft, but still super cute, and I still like super am in love with him. So this is the cow pattern from Teresa's Crochet Shop, and he's super cute and I love him. And after making him, I decided that I wanted to try my own hand at making a cow, and it was kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. So this was the cow that I wound up making a little different. I made a little strawberry cow to give to my cousin for her birthday, which is in December, but I wanted to kind of just get it like done because I was so inspired by Teresa's Crochet Shop cow that I wanted to try my own hand at a cow, and this is what I came up with. And I feel like this is like, it's okay. It definitely could have been a lot better. I feel like I started off really strong. I shouldn't have made the neck as long is the problem, and I think the head needed to be bigger. But I think that overall, I'm really actually very proud of this. This was the first time I made my own pattern for an amigurumi. Usually I always like follow others' patterns. So it was really exciting for me to like kind of like have my own pattern that I made, and I literally loved the way that the body came out. So I kind of did it similar to the bunny legs and kind of like made two legs and then connected them up at the top, and then I made this like chubby little cow belly. Was super in love with that, and like thought it was so super cute. The one thing I struggled with, and I still haven't fixed, even though I'm including this in this video, is I haven't added a tail on just yet. I did add this cute little strawberry to the butt, but I haven't added the tail on yet just because I'm not sure entirely how I want to do it. That's the one downside to making the amigurumi with the velvet instead of like a regular yarn, is that like if I was using a regular yarn, I could have just like fed the yarn like through the tail and like made like those little, because that's what I'm struggling with, is like the like cows patterns, and even like you could see on my Teresa's Crochet Shop cow, I didn't add like the little hairs that are supposed to come out of the back of the tail, because I wanted to like make sure that, because I wasn't sure like how to get that illusion of it being like a hair almost. So I didn't add a tail, like didn't like kind of just left the tail blank, and I don't really like love it. It kind of looks funny, like, so I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with the tail for my strawberry cow. I want it to be something that's gonna be like super cute and like not look terrible. So I'm kind of just waiting and holding off and brainstorming on what I want to do in order to make the tail for this cow. But in the meantime, I'm super proud of it. I think I'm gonna add a little like ribbon to its neck, and then just to kind of like disguise how like strangely long the neck is, and then go from there. And then I think I'm gonna make another version of this in like a chocolate milk cow, and like definitely make the like neck shorter and make the head a lot bigger, because I think that's what it needs, you know. So that's my strawberry cow, and it's super super cute, and I'm so in love with it. So yeah. So we're kind of winding down to like towards the end of this video. So the next project that I have is another big amigurumi project, and that is this super cute little teddy bear that I made for my mom for her birthday. I made this probably about 1 year ago while I was away on vacation. My mom also crochets, so she a lot of times sends me like the free patterns on Instagram, and this was one of, oh, see, this is what I was talking about with the tail. Like, see how I like pulled these little hairs up through the top of the head? You can't do that with the velvet yarn. So it kind of just like has to sit there, like, so it like looks totally different. But like this is like what I wanted to do on the tail, but I couldn't do it. Anyway, I digress. So my mom always sends me these super cute patterns on Instagram all the time for different things that she wants me to make. And she sent me this bear. My mom literally loves bears, so I immediately rushed out. I was gonna be away for a month with a couple friends, so I immediately rushed out and grabbed some yarn that I could make her this super cute little teddy bear with. And it's definitely one of my favorites. The only thing I do regret is that I made it out of the like regular acrylic yarns. You could see like it has a totally different like look and vibe to it than the velvet stuff does. It's just not as soft, it's not as cuddly. I'm still super proud of it. I still think that it came out super cute. I love its little face. But I just feel like I would have loved it more if it had been with the velvet. So this is something that I'm thinking I might redo, because I think that, like I said, it's super cute. Like, I literally am so in love with him. He's so adorable. So I think that it would definitely be worth it to try to remake him with the velvet yarn. So yeah. So next project I have is this super cute little mouse. I love making small little amigurumis because I just think that they are so super cute. I love anything that I can kind of like hold in my hand and like, you know, like play around with and like squish and like kind of be like a little like stress ball or something like that, which is why I absolutely am so in love with this mouse. I think he's super cute. This was another one of the free patterns off of Instagram that my mom had sent me, and I just thought that he was way too cute to not make. Especially, it was kind of like a joke because I went to the pet store with my sister the other day, and I sent my parents a picture of this little tiny like fancy mouse that I was like, oh my god, I want this mouse so bad, it's only $8. And they were like, no, you can't bring a mouse home. And I was like, why? So then instead I made this little cute mouse and then joked around with my parents that at least I had this mouse, right? So I just love the way that he came out. I love his cute little tail, and I love the like just the coloring I think is so pretty too. And this was one that I had made using like dollar store yarn. Like you could see like it's still like super cute and super high quality and like still so soft and cuddly. So use your resources. It's hard enough to craft on a budget, so like don't like push yourself out of like the like super easy, super accessible resources that are out there, you know. Crafting on a budget, little mouse. So yes. So only 2 projects left, and I saved my absolute favorite project for last. So I have talked about this next project in my BTS DIY video, and that is my super cute little BTS inspired purple whale. I just love these little whales, and I kind of just made a ton of them, and I made them in all different colors. I did light blue, I did dark blue, I did some purple ones, and as everybody knows, I am, of course, in love with BTS, and so, of course, the purple whale reminded me of them, and I just absolutely loved it. So I just love these cute little whales. I actually brought them with me to a craft fair recently, and they wound up doing really, really well, which I was super happy with. They're just so super cute and so easy to make, and I also got these off of a YouTube tutorial as well. So I followed the knit grit tutorial on YouTube, and I'll put the link for the video up at the top, in order to make these cute little crochet whales, and I literally love them. And again, I made this one out of velvet because I love the velvet. So that's that. Okay, I don't know if you guys are ready for the last project. The last project is my absolute all-time favorite project that I probably have ever made, and it's so funny because it's literally like one of the simplest projects that I've made probably ever. But that is these super cute little crochet ghosts. I know that they seem like the silliest little things because it's literally just like white yarn with 2 eyeballs, but there's something super special about these little ghosts, and I'm going to show you. They light up. I literally can't even tell you how much I love these ghosts. And I will tell you, honestly, let me turn the lights back on. And I will tell you, honestly, that they do really well at craft fairs. And I really was super surprised about that as well. I couldn't believe, because it was like something so simple. And it literally takes me like not that long to make them at all. And people just like love them. And that like made me feel so good because this was something that like a pattern that I just came up with one day, and I was like, what can I do? Like, I want to make something for Halloween and I don't know exactly what I want to make. Like, what could I make? And I was like, oh, little ghosts would be cute. And then I had these little tea lights sitting around in my house and was like, oh my gosh, that'd be so cute if I made like a little like light up ghost. Would be like so super cute. And I did, and I was like, didn't think anything of it, and like brought like a couple, like maybe like 3 or 4 of them to the craft fair, and I sold out in like literally minutes, and then was like sitting in the back like making a bunch more because they were just doing so well and I couldn't believe it. But they are literally like the cutest little thing, and I love them so much. Definitely like one of my all-time favorite little crochet projects that I've made. And I don't know, I just love them. I love them so much. And then maybe it'll be something that I will like add onto my channel as like a tutorial for you guys because they're so cute and I literally love them. So yeah, those are my like top current favorite crochet projects that I have made over the last 2 years. It's been kind of like a crazy adventure learning how to crochet. I definitely think that it's probably one of the most rewarding hobbies. Like, I can't really say that because there are definitely like other hobbies that are like super rewarding, but like it's just like nice when like you make something and like and people are like so nice about it and so supportive, and it's like so nice. Like, it gives you like such a good feeling inside. Like, you're like, oh yeah, look at me, like I did that, and like it's making people happy, and that's like so much like a large part of like my motivator in like life in general, is that like I just want to make people like insanely happy. And so like that's why I'm a librarian, and that's why I write, and that's why I crochet, and like it just makes me feel good. I like when people are happy, and I like when it's like I like when I get to be the source of other people's happiness, you know? Good times. So yeah, so that is all from me. That is my special crochet project that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys know how to crochet and want to make any of these super cool projects, I definitely recommend checking out all the videos that I linked. I will do my best to try and put as much down in the description for you as well for projects that don't have YouTube videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you had fun, and I'm super excited to do this. Maybe I'll do this again next year once I have made a couple more projects for you guys, and you guys can see all the things I've made, because it's a lot of fun, and I like making things. So yeah, that's gonna be all from me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy making!